Peace and blessings, so family. I love you all. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. We are still going over the PanchaMahabhutas, the Great Five Elements, the Tattwas. And today we're actually talking about Ākāsha Tattwa. Okay. The word Ākāsha signifies that which provides the space for matter to become existent. On a gross level, it can be defined as the distance between two objects. It's also referred to as ether. Ākāsha, which is the subtlest of the Pancha-tattvas, is all-pervading and motionless. Ākāsha tattva is responsible for the entire range of gross, subtle, and causal sound perception conveyed through the sense organs, sotra, or ear. We know that sound requires a medium through which it can travel. No sound can travel in a vacuum, so Ākāsha tattva is considered to be the conveyor of sound. The vibration of this tattva is said to be so subtle that it cannot be perceived by the external senses. Our senses have not been tuned to that frequency. Therefore, as long as we function through them, we cannot experience the subtle vibration of Ākāsha, or ether. It is said that ether travels faster than the speed of light, which has the highest velocity known to man. Light originates from a point and travels from that point in a particular direction. A ray of light emanating from a source cannot travel in more than one direction. The quality of Ākāsha, however, is space giving, and its movement is diffused in many directions. So when the mental frequencies correlate to that of Ākāsha through dhyana, or meditation, one's experiences can transgress beyond time. One can then perceive the past, present, and future. Ākāsha tattva is limitless and pervades the entire cosmos. Therefore, its form is perceived as a circular void. As void exists in the absence of light, Ākāsha has been described as transparent or black, bearing no color. Without blackness, however, all the colors of the spectrum are contained. Thus, the yantra of Ākāsha tattva visualized in Tattva Shuddhi is circular black void dotted with many colors. Ākāsha tattva is not material in the ordinary sense, thus it has not been possible to discover ether by physical means. However, it has been possible for the Tattva Jnanis who have transcended the gross mind to realize the essence of Ākāsha tattva. This is why Tantra has termed this tattva as mental and not physical in nature, and as the space of the consciousness in front of the eyes, the closed eyes, known as Chidakasha. Ākāsha tattva is responsible for creating the idea of space, and in the human body it controls the space surrounding the different organs. At the level of mind, Ākāsha tattva controls the emotions and passions in man. It can be said that when Ākāsha tattva is predominant, the mind is turned away from the sensorial experiences with which we are familiar. However, this occurs very rarely, as the flow of Ākāsha is only for 5 minutes in each hour. With this in view, it is no wonder that the majority of people remain in the realm of sensorial experiences. It is only the Tattva Jnani who can transcend this by inducing the flow of Ākāsha tattva. Ākāsha tattva is most influential for spiritual progress. In terms of bondage to material gain, it can be called a destructive element. But for the spiritual progress, it is the most influential. So it is advisable that when Ākāsha tattva is flowing, one should practice concentration and meditation. Physical Ākāsha is located at the top of the head. Mentally is related to the unconscious mind. Its psychic location is in Vishuddhi chakra, the throat chakra. The spiritual experience awakens are related to Jnana Loka and Anandamaya Kosha, the bliss body, the causal body, and beyond. And where it says right there that it only does it for like 5 minutes naturally during the hour, one technique that you can use to kind of judge it is, your nostrils will be either clogged, or one will be clogged and one will be open and the other one at different times, so that your nostrils will swap back and forth depending on which of the nadis, the Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna, are active. So when both of your nostrils are open, you can breathe clearly through both of your nostrils. You know that energy, that Akashic energy is, the Sushumna is flowing evenly. Okay. This one's from Tantra Illuminated. Space, Ākāsha. Space is the principle of vacuity and the extension, three-dimensionality. It is sometimes mistranslated in English as ether, a concept of interstellar medium that was debunked around 100 years ago, but it really wasn't. Really, Ākāsha means space. Space provides the context for the manifestation of all matter and energy. The sense of hearing is engaged in perceiving it, in the sense that sound resonates through space and requires space to resonate in. The Bij mantra commonly used for it is Hum. The visualization of the space element, as you might imagine, is simply black space or a black sphere, sometimes visualized as studded with colored points of light. Okay, yeah, the things that next 5 Tattwas, ton mantras. Okay, so go over here. Sorry. Maybe I grabbed the wrong one. Let's see. I bet I grabbed the wrong one. Let me pause this real quick. Okay, I'm back. Alrighty. So, Ākāsha. The nature of Ākāsha is mixed. The quality of Ākāsha is diffused and space-giving. The color is blackish. The shape is a bindu or a dot, and also it's seen as a black cosmic egg. The chakra associated with it is Vashuddhi, the throat chakra. The Bija mantra, seed syllable, is Hum. The Tan mantra is sound. The function within the body is emotions and passions. The organ of action, Karmandriya, is the vocal cords. The organ of knowledge is the ears. The location is the mid-eyebrows to the top of the head. And then the mental state is prajna, the intuition. Its kosha is the Annamaya kosha, the bliss body, causal body. The prana is Vyana. The loka is jhana. And the direction is middle and above. I'll show you this again. Come on, where you at? Oh well. Yes, I love you guys. I hope everyone has a blissful day. I'll go ahead and end this one, and we'll come back. We've already got through basically the Atma, most of the Atma Tattwas, because we've got all of these, and then I did the Antakarana, so the inner tool. So we'll be moving on to Purusha and Prakriti, which will kind of finish off the area for Sankhya. And then after make the videos finishing off the Sankhya, which is this bottom half, then I'll come back and go in and we'll talk about non-dual Shaiva Tantra and the 36 Tattwas instead of 25. Alright, I love you guys. Y'all have a blissful day. Peace.